Hey guys, this is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at Tesla stocks options analysis, guys. So I'll take you over the data, and yes, be careful of the puts. I'm seeing quite a huge spike at $170 in the puts options. So well, in this video, I'll be going over the confluence as, what I expect, what type of options may come into fruition and what type of options may just go worthless. And I'll specifically will also be talking about this $170 puts, guys. Now, as for the technicals, I already did a video on Tesla stock today, this morning. Check that out on my channel if you want to know more about just the technicals. Because technically, options analysis that I'll be doing here is in the confluence of technicals, right? But I'll provide very high level, outline as well of the technicals here. But in depth, if you want to know, check out the video that I did this morning. It's on my channel on Tesla. All right, so guys, let's jump right into it. Once I let you know that none of this is any financial advice and is only for educational purposes. All right, so just to give you a high level technicals here, Tesla is 65% plus still in the bullish territory. It's been always getting bought back up above 20 days moving average, at least from last 2 days. And then we have been constantly holding a support at 175. I get it. We have also been holding a resistance, at this $180, and that's also not going away, right? Huge resistance here and huge support at 175. But I would still say that we are 65% bullish because there is, well, we are above 200 hours moving average, but not just that. Most importantly, we are getting these buying at 20 days moving average, and also we are above 50 days moving average. So that's your high level, very high level technical in depth. As I said, I did a video on this. Check that out on my channel. All right. Now, what from here, right? So talking about the options. So what I want to first talk about is this $170 puts, this spike. Like, is it possible? Like this is quite a high number. Like this is dwarfing every other put or call option, right? Now, 170, let's talk about that. So let me mark it over here where 170 is below 170. Almost is when these traders will make money, when the price, until if they hold until expiration. If they're trading these calls, options, whatever, that's a different game. You have to see the degradation when you're buying, what are the premiums, what is the value, until how long you're holding, all of that stuff. That your broker and option broker will, your option chain would have all of that data. Now, 170 is down here. All right, these puts are until the expiration of this next coming week. Like all these puts are, guys, not usually trading puts. These are like, seems like big players are placing their puts. Doesn't mean price is going to go there. It just shows you that that's where the interest of the traders are right now. All right, that's a huge put, I would say, no kidding. And where is it falling? It's below 50 days moving average. So here's the thing, like if this put option would have been somewhere here at 175 or below 20 days moving averages or above 50 days moving average as well, I would have stated that that's a possibility. Now this one, technically it's out of reach, $170 puts. All right, because we have a support sitting at 175. Huge buying has been coming here. We are above 20 days moving average. We are above 50 days moving average. So no, technically $170 puts are not looking like that they're gonna get fulfilled. But at the same time, just because there's just so much of this quantity sitting here, and Tesla delivery numbers, I was looking at the news and article, are yet to come. I know NIO and everyone else has come out with their numbers. So, and this is what scares me, is even though yes, it's at a below even those all technicals break levels, and only a gap down or something really brutal, because can make then Tesla go below 170, because there's a lot of support sitting around Tesla right down here, right? $175, then 50 days moving average, 20 days moving average. But just because the quantity is so high of the puts here at 170, it scares me as well to see so much of put interest down here, because it tells me that is there something that someone knows that the technical structure is going to break. So that's why I'm saying just be careful. Even though technically this is not looking like it's going to happen, $170 puts for this coming week, but just because there's just such a huge quantity of puts options sitting over here at 170, just be cautious. All right, your caution radar should be high up. All right, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, that was quite mind-blowing. I actually double checked the data. I'm like, am I seeing the data correctly? Like, is there something I made a mistake while capturing this data? And I rechecked it. I'm like, no, wow. I was so surprised and shocked myself just to see this puts. Yeah, so guys, this is dwarfing everything. um yeah, let's talk about the calls. All right, I'm seeing 180, 185, 190 calls and 200. I know in the scale of this puts doesn't look much, but as for the calls, like, yeah, if Tesla doesn't go through that horrific fall of $170, technically 65% still bullish in the structure. The break of the structure is below 175 for sure if we start closing below 175 in a red candle structure, right? But any call until 170, sorry, 184 is a safer bet going into this week, in my opinion. I would say like any call like between 180 and 184 is a safer bet for sure. Anything above 184, you would want to see this get out of the channel. But after, as I have talked about in my morning video on Tesla technicals, any move above 182 or 184 is going to give it a huge move, and the reasons I have talked about in my video, in the technical video in the morning. So yeah, that's a safer bet on the call. Tesla, I would say, you know, is looking bullish, but those puts are scaring me for sure, guys. And because it just makes me doubt and question, like, what's going on, right? And you can see the supply is always coming at $180. So, you know, even on the call side, you have a clear range from 180 up to 184. Only if we get above or close to, we can take out the supply zone, right? And yeah, so but technically things are still bullish. I still think calls will make the money. You can see from last week it was just choppy. Puts and calls, they got both chopped out. And I'm gonna go back to this chart again, because either these puts are just gonna go worthless, or yeah, or they're gonna make money. I think well, yeah, there's one or the other, right? So guys, that's the actually highlight of this video. These puts options is what I wanted to really talk about. And just because every other call is dwarfed here, like, you know, yeah, you have some range until 184. 185 is a little bit, there's not a confirmation right now. In the confirmation on the price action would start coming if we can start to close above 180 a day or two, and if we are still below 185, but that opens up the door if we can hold ourselves above $180 on Tesla, then $185 calls may also make money. Now, speaking of 190 and 200, I would say it all comes down to if we, you know, can get out of that move of $180, and $184 above that is a huge spike, then only I would say 190 and $200 calls are possible for this week. Otherwise, no. Again, and also, again, if delivery numbers or something really gaps up happens, right? So that's also a possibility. You know, but everything right now has been put to caution just because of these puts at $170. Like, out of where are these? I mean, this is crazy, right? But anyways, just want to, you know, surface that. And but yeah, as for technicals, Tesla is still looking bullish. As for the open wide range, like, why I'm not saying like go for the calls for 190. I mean, you go whatever you want to do, but all these calls at $200 level and or something, just because there's this channel resistance on the top, that's why it makes it really hard to, in my opinion, freely trade like the $200 calls or $190 calls. Only a catalyst can push it up higher there, or also getting above into this out of this channel, because that's what then creates that buying momentum and reasons I talked about in my video, as I said in my morning video on the Tesla technicals that I did. Well, anyways, guys, that's all for this options video. And if you found it helpful, valuable, hit the like, subscribe. And with that, I'll see you in my next videos. NVIDIA options analysis video will also be coming out later today. So, all right, guys, bye.